I'm Keith Warren, and I'm joined today with our senior adult pastor, Tommy Galik, and he's been a true gift to our staff for the last couple of years. And we're going to talk today a little bit about his ministry to senior adults. So, Tommy, first of all, your family is a three-generation family. You've got your grandchildren, your son, and you all in the same household. So how have these regulations and social distancing, how has that affected your family specifically?
Well, my grandkids have been staying home, and as long as you give them a tablet or give them an iPhone, they're happy. But one of the interesting things about our experience has been that they want to help me cook more. And my granddaughter knows how to cook. My grandson hasn't done much cooking with me, but he decided he wanted to learn how to cook easy over egg. So I've taught him how to do that, and he's cooked quite a bit. Then he decided one day he wanted to experiment with using spices. So we've had some pretty interesting dishes with spices he's done, and it's been well done.
That's good. That's good. I think every family is adjusting in some way to this new normal, and there's been a lot of things that have been taken away in our lives, leisure activities and things like that. And maybe some good things will come out of this for families.
I think it will. They have not showed any anxiety because they understand the necessity of the restrictions that have been placed on us. They understand the social distancing. So far, it's worked out really good. Now, by the end of April 30th, we may have a different story.
That's probably true. Thank you, Tommy. So, Tommy, your ministry is primarily to senior adults. How can you tell us, or what can you tell us about how they are responding to this uncertainty that they're experiencing currently?
They responded to this uncertainty with faith. They're not panicking. They know that their faith in God is going to get them through this. They're allowing Him to work in this situation, and we'll see some great benefits hopefully come out of this, where we find our senior adults drawing closer together along with the other members of our church. So it's a time of growing and a time of knitting together to see the people of God respond to the crisis we're in.
That's so encouraging, because it seems like this would be a time of great fear for those that are older. But at the same time, those of us that are a little bit younger have to remember they've lived through some times that were similar to this. Wartime and Great Depression, things that we don't have any frame of reference for. So they may actually see this a little differently even than we do.
They do, and because they've been through those experiences, their faith in God has got them through that, so therefore they can trust Him during this difficult time.
Okay, Tommy, this Sunday will be our third week of hosting worship online only. How have our senior adults adjusted to the idea of only having church on a computer screen or a phone screen?
Our senior adults love to fellowship. They love to come to church to worship with their friends. Because of the underlying medical conditions that senior adults have, they understand the necessity to worship online rather than being in a physical building to worship. That's difficult for them, but they understand common sense principles to life make a difference whether they survive or will we make a trip to the cemetery, and we don't want to do that.
Yeah, so important. And I've been so encouraged by how many, even in that 70 and 80-year-old range, can manage a smartphone or may have a computer that they watch on, or even the lowest level of technology of just tuning into the radio. All those options are available for them, and I'm thankful for that because it allows them to still be part of what's going on here.
It does, and of course, many of our senior adults have access to grandchildren and children who know about computers, so they get them all set up in that. So it's not been easy, but it's been manageable for them.
That's good. So, Tommy, we talked with Donnie a couple of days ago about pastoral care and how it's been affected by this whole season that we're in. What are some unique ways that you're reaching out and ministering to the senior adults of the church during this season when you can't go be with them personally?
Our senior adults and me have formed more or less a team. I'm calling our senior adults in my Sunday school classes, letting them know that we care about them, anything that we can do to help them. If they need the groceries, we'll try to get them to them. However we can help them, we're available to do that. My Sunday school directors and my Sunday school class members are making calls to individual members of the class, letting them know the same thing that I'm doing. And so you see, we're kind of double teaming them, letting them know from a staff point of view that we're concerned about them, and then from a church view that their members are rallying around them. And our members are also finding that the teachers are sending them emails about devotionals, Sunday school lessons. There's lots of information that's being sent across emails that's helped them to stay in contact and to worship and to learn at the same time.
That's awesome. So how do they respond when they get a phone call from you just to check on them?
Very pleased. Yeah. They feel like that they're the only person on the face of the earth that's receiving a telephone call from me. Yeah. In fact, I had one lady that I called thank me profusely for calling her. She came by the next day and brought me a thank you card, especially for me, because I cared for her. Wow. So just the fact that we as staff members and church members are reaching out to one another, showing our care, we're receiving the recognition that we're doing what God wants us to do. Amen. We're not sitting back confined to a building. We're getting out doing the work of God.
Just a simple phone call.
Yes.
So powerful.
Yes, to be recognized and to be loved and be cared for is significant to senior adults.
You bet. Well, Tommy, thank you so much for being with us today, and we appreciate your ministry. We love our senior adults and know that so much of our church is sort of built on a framework that they've laid for us through generations of faithful worship and giving and being part of the fellowship of the church. So I want you to know that we love you and we love your ministry. Thank you for being with us. We hope that you stay safe, and please let us know if there's any way in which that we can serve you.